Hey, how you doing, guys? And just like my last video I did last time, wanted to apologize. I didn't do videos in 2 or 3 weeks due to a family emergency, which is now finished with. So I'm going to start on some more videos that I'm always interested in doing and updating my viewers and giving you my opinions. So the topics on this is going to be Microsoft Surface Studio, which I know it's kind of late doing it now, of course. Along that lines, Apple also released some new MacBook Pros, among other things. But I want to concentrate on this particular computer because actually it's a new category for Microsoft, like an all-in-one similar to the iMac and others. With all Surface products, Microsoft, we're getting a really good build quality, and which is a premium build. And one of its greatest strength is its screen, which is absolutely beautiful. 28-inch screen, touchscreen, tiltable. So this is going to be geared towards graphic artists, photographers, CAD, architecture, things like that. But I do see some major setbacks, and really two things. One is price, and some of the components they installed as well, which had probably due somewhat due to price. And even for the base model, it's $3,000 or $2,999, which is expensive even by Apple standards. And for what you get for the price, you can really look elsewhere, I believe, for the options you get for that price. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. 8 gigabytes of RAM for the base model, $3,000. And in none of the three categories for the Studio do you get an SSD drive. By nowadays, I think that's pretty much standard, especially in the premium type of computers. Now, they do have a hybrid drive installed, which does use an SSD drive, usually very low capacity, mainly for cache, which does speed up the drive, but overall, it's going to be much slower than an SSD drive. And perhaps even Apple's hybrid drive, or excuse me, Fusion drive is even going to be a much faster hard drive because it uses a higher capacity SSD, and the operating system and applications, or rather mostly used applications, are going to be located on the SSD drive, making it still much faster. There's also no 16:9 ratio for the video editors out there, so that kind of leaves them out a little bit. But of course, I'm sure you can do some video editing on it. Like I said, there's better options elsewhere for the price. I'll give you an example. You get a base Mac Pro for the same price. You can actually get 2 better graphic cards, twice the RAM. Of course, if you're stuck in the Windows realm, then you may be looking at a Windows-based workstation. Of course, you can put on Windows 10 with Boot Camp, but you may have some problems with your application, so you might want to check that first. But even though the limitations on price and some of the components aren't the best, I see this going to appeal to many people that are on a Windows platform. And like I said before, graphic artists, photographers, architecture, and things along those lines. So it's still a good computer for what it is. But give me your thoughts.